These days, home projectors can do much more than show off photos from your latest vacation. Whether you're gaming, working, or watching home movies, here's how to find the right model, plus our top picks. The Capsule 2 has a DLP-based light engine, employing an LED light source. It provides 720p native resolution at a 16:9 aspect ratio suitable for widescreen video. Anker rates the brightness at 200 lumens, which is modest for a palm-top size mini projector. Measuring 5.9 by 3.2 by 3.2 inches and weighing 1.8 pounds, the Capsule 2 is a matte black cylinder standing on end, resembling a slightly oversized soda can or an Amazon Echo smart speaker. The latter analogy is apt, because the Capsule 2 packs an 8-watt sound system, which is unusually powerful for a portable projector. On the top of the chassis is a 4-way controller, as well as plus and minus volume control buttons and a backspace button. On the rear, in the center, you'll find the power button, as well as a second button that lets you switch between projection and speaker modes. Along the bottom are 4 ports. One is an audio jack, and another is an HDMI input. Also here is a USB Type-A port, which fits a USB thumb drive, a USB mouse, or a keyboard. The final port is USB Type-C, used strictly for charging the Capsule 2's built-in battery when connected with the included USB Type-C cable and power adapter. The Capsule 2 has both an autofocus function and automatic vertical keystone correction, making it easy to focus and align an image. However, a couple of times, the autofocus didn't engage, and the image stayed blurred until I repositioned the projector, after which it achieved sharp focus in short order. The two-tone Power Light 1795F measures 1.7 by 11.5 by 8.4 inches and weighs 4 pounds. Thin and light for its brightness, it's actually a tad thinner than last year's Epson Power Light 1781 watts wireless WXGA3 LCD projector, despite its higher resolution, and a pound lighter than the Casio Slim XJA247, which has nearly identical dimensions. The Power Light 1795F has a rated brightness of 3200 lumens, the same as the 1781 watts and up from the 2600 lumens that I saw in the older Epson 1761 watts. Its 1080p native resolution trumps these two projectors' WXGA resolution. Its light engine employs the 3LCD technology that Epson helped develop. This model has a zoom wheel behind the lens, as well as a focus control that uses forward and back arrows, with which I was able to get a sharp image. Apart from the focus control is a 4-way controller with a central enter button, plus an on/off button, and home, menu, and several other buttons. You can also access these and other functions with Epson's included remote control. The projector comes with a soft carrying case, which has several pouches and a messenger strap. The Power Light 1795F has a good set of ports for a portable data projector, VGA, HDMI, RCA video, and audio in, as well as a USB Type-B port, and a USB Type-A port. The projector has a built-in module for connecting to a Wi-Fi network, and it supports Miracast streaming from compatible devices. The HDMI port also supports streaming from an MHL-enabled device. The 1795F supports projection from iOS and Android devices with the Epson iProjection app installed. The UHD51A is an attractive projector, insofar as the world of projectors excite with their designs. Black with silver trim, it uses a mixture of smooth and textured materials across its top side, with venting around the outside for heat management. A selection of control buttons sit along the top, while the back includes two HDMI HDCP V2.2 ports, VGA and RS-232 ports, Ethernet, digital audio out, and USB port for playing back content from the projector's built-in media player. You may be frustrated to find that there's no form of keystone correction, however. While purists know that all this does knocks pixels off the overall image in order to straighten out the ratio, it proved frustrating trying to make minute positioning tweaks in order to get the picture size looking as it should. Note that the power cable included is quite short too, which can exacerbate this issue. Vertical lens shift is featured, however, letting you raise the image above the angle that the projector sits at. Both a USB Wi-Fi adapter for Alexa support and a remote are included in the box. The remote is small and sensible laid out, though the lack of a backlight frustrates when watching in a darkened room. The Optima UHD51A hits its 4K target using pixel shifting, delivering 8.3 million pixels from its DLP system. Capable of delivering a HDR10 image, its short throw lens can get you an image as large as 100 inches from a distance as small as around 9 feet away from the projected surface. And that image is an absolute corker, offering up a picture richer and brighter than you'd expect at this price tag, and giving the impression of brightness levels beyond the 2400 lumens quoted on the box. While you're still going to get the best performance out of the UHD 51A in a dark room, even the casual home cinema enthusiast will be able to appreciate its scale and detail if used during the day. As for sound, the 5-watt stereo speakers on board do themselves proud, enough to watch a quick bit of TV at least. But let's be real here, if you're projecting a 100-inch plus picture, they're not going to cut it for your blockbuster marathons, so you'll need some sort of additional sound system to get the most out of the experience. The basic design of the Cinebeam proves the power of simplicity. Lift the lens cap and on the underside of it you'll find a mirror. By simply reflecting the image onto whatever surface you've cleared for your film, or shining the projector directly at it, of course, this means you can place the unit pretty much anywhere in the room you like. You can stand it alone in the middle of a room or on a coffee table, either tilting the mirror towards a wall or have it shining directly at the ceiling, put it on its side on a traditional AV rack or mount it permanently to the ceiling, whichever way up you choose. It should recognize automatically how you're using it, while the auto vertical keystone will help align the picture if you haven't the time or patience to do so manually. Focus and zoom are controlled by dials towards the top of the Cinebeam, which allows for projection of an image anywhere between 66 and 150 inches. Much larger than any decent TV screen you could get for this kind of money, then. Brightness offered is an impressive 2500 lumens, while LG claims a whopping 20,000 hour laser life. To put that into perspective, you could watch a 2-hour film every day for 28 years before having to find a replacement. You don't even get that kind of guarantee with your dearly beloved spouse. Nor are they likely to offer such wide-ranging entertainment. The Cinebeam has a range of physical connections for tethering a traditional source such as a Blu-ray player, but it also comes with LG's Smart Hub. From here you can download apps such as Netflix, Amazon Prime and YouTube, as well as those for catch-up TV from whichever territory you're in. It can also mirror the screen from your smartphone, tablet or laptop without the use of cables, for playing any content you have stored on there. The projector sits in at 26.8 inches wide, 13.7 inches deep, and 5 inches tall, which is actually pretty compact. Sure, there are plenty of 4K projectors that are smaller than this one, but those projectors aren't short-throw projectors like this one is. Generally speaking, the projector is basically a big rectangle, but it's super modern looking, and the white color scheme with the gray speaker covering looks great. That said, some might prefer an all-back design instead of the all-white look, however there doesn't seem to be any options other than white. Once set up, the LG HU85 LA will look right at home in any home theater. On the front of the device, there's a nice looking fabric covering, which covers the built-in speaker and status lights for the projector. On the top, there's an adjustment for the projector's focus, and on the back you'll find the ports for the projector. Out of the box, you'll get plenty of connectivity, including 2 HDMI ports and 2 USB ports, which can be used for both media playback and power delivery. There's also a USB-C port, which is a nice touch. Under the projector, on the front right, there's a small joystick that can be used to power on the projector and control channels and volume. The LG Magic Remote, which comes with the projector, actually works kind of like a Wii Remote, allowing the user to point at the display to make selections. It works pretty well, and ensures that you can quickly make selections without having to scroll through menus. The remote is around 6 inches long, and has controls for channels, volume, playback, and quick access buttons for Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. There's also a scroll wheel in the middle of the directional pad, which doubles as a selector button like a scroll wheel would on a mouse.